Morning. Here we are, Wednesday, October 9th, 2024. I'm Larissa. This is my video diary. I don't know. This morning, my hair is not wild and crazy. I don't know why. It just isn't. I don't know why. Sometimes my head, produces copious amounts of oil in the middle of the night. It's weird when it happens. It is. Yeah. A couple times, I've woken up and my hair's been, all, soaked in oil and stuck to my face and all over the place. Yeah. Last time that happened, where it was saturated. And I wake up sometimes and it's greasy or whatever, but no, a couple times in my life I've woken up where it's like my head must have just squirted oil. And last time was when we lived in Santa Rosa. Mm. Yeah, not long before his dad was diagnosed with cancer. It was about a month or so before that is when this happened. It was real weird. And when I woke up, I was like, what was even weirder was that my pillow, there was nothing on my pillow. It was just in my hair and on my head. I had to shampoo my hair 3 times to get it out. I don't know. But sometimes my head does that. It squirts oil. I don't know. So this morning, my hair is not crazy. This morning, my hair looks like I combed it. But I didn't. I didn't. Yesterday, I got acupuncture. And got my nails did. And had a lunch. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't bad. Just wasn't what I was in the mood for. I don't know. It just wasn't. I don't know. I know what the problem was. It was too sweet. It was too sweet. I had spicy mango tofu with coconut rice. And they had one piece of broccoli with it. One lonely little broccoli. But it's just I wanted more green stuff. I wish it had had a side of spinach or more broccoli or, I don't know, green peas or snow peas or something. I don't know. It needed something. It needed something. I needed more vegetables. But, I've been eating by myself for about 15 years now, right? Nobody ever has time to have lunch with Larissa. Um, so Larissa eats by herself. And also I eat without Omar most of the time too. He works until 6:30, so there's a lot of times when I just have dinner. 'Cause I don't want to be eating dinner at 7, 8 o'clock. Right? I don't like that. So, you know, like everything else in my life, I do most things by myself. But when you go out to eat by yourself, you know, which I don't mind. I would rather have no company than have to listen to inane conversation, which I will get to that. But it's hard to get a balanced meal, right? Because if you're not a meat eater, it's nobody knows how to make a balanced vegetarian meal. It's all right, tofu and rice and mango. Okay. A lot of fiber in mango, yeah, but I needed some greens. I needed some leafy greens or something. And it was just too much food. If I'm paying $19 for the entree and it's a big entree, I'm not going to pay another $12 to $15 for a salad to go with it. That's ridiculous. It's too much food. It's too much food, right? I wish my entree had been half the size and then I could have had half a salad. No, uh, I mean, it was all right. It was all right for what it was, I guess. I don't know. But then I had to listen. Like the place was almost empty. There were two people sitting at a table, and they were talking so loud, and it was so obnoxious. It was just the inane. They sounded like they sounded like two boomers on a date, right? That's what it sounded like. I mean, they were definitely boomers, but I could tell by looking at them they were boomers. But they were like boomers on a date, and they were just like annoying. Ew. I mean, I'm happy for you to be having a date, but like, not everybody has to be on a date with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was ridiculous. So that was annoying. I would have like stayed longer and maybe had a cup of tea. I had iced tea with my lunch, but I might have had a cup of hot tea and done some writing or whatever, but I didn't want to stay there and listen to these people. Well, then after I paid and got up to leave, they got up to leave too. Like, ah, damn. And I walked around. I hate window shopping. I hate going in. And you go to these stores, it's like, I don't know, a lot of crap. A lot of crap. Like, there's this store called Therapy. And there used to be one in Alameda too. And their sign looks like it says the rapey. Right? And every time I drive past, I'd be like, ooh, the rapey. I had never been into the rapey in Alameda. So I went into the rapey yesterday at this other place in, where I was. And it's just a junk store. See, all these books that have been, like publishers have paid for, right? Kids' book on inclusivity, how to be inclusive. It's just like, oh my God, all this shit. And it's just like, I don't know. It was just crap. There was nothing in there I needed. There were some slippers that looked kind of cute, but I was just like looking around at everything else. I'm like, I don't want to buy something here just to buy something, right? Like, that's dumb consumerism. But I'm like, I was looking at these slippers. I'm like, these slippers, are the only thing that are even remotely interesting to me. And there's all this scented shit, and it just stinks. Oh, I don't know. The rapey. Don't go into the rapey. You might need an abortion. I don't know. Bought a mirror for the bathroom. Finally, went to a little antique shop, a little consignment shop kind of thing. Bought a mirror. I'm gonna have to repaint it. It's got a shitty paint job on it. That's fine. It's a good, solid, heavy mirror. The wire on the back of it's a little too long, though. I need to shorten the wire on the back of it, and I want to paint it. I'm just gonna paint it white. Yeah. So anyway, because I don't have anything to do. I don't have anything else to do with my time. Painting fucking mirrors. I don't know. Yeah. So today, I have an interview to do, and I need to print out those papers. But I got a bunch of stuff I got to take over to the gallery. And early this morning, I woke up just in time to get a notification from my Nest camera and at the gallery out front, and there's some dude, I'm guessing unhoused, like flipping out, and there's all this banging and a couple banging and screaming, and then it's real quiet. And then like three people walk by a little bit later, and all of them kind of stop and look. So it's like it's off to the side of the door, so the camera doesn't see. I couldn't see what he did. Like he walks up to the door and he's like all weird and like he looked like he was tweaking. He was laughing, had kind of like a tweaker laugh. I don't know if you've been around tweakers, which unfortunately I have. You know what I'm talking about. This dopey, weird, crazy kind of laugh. I don't know. It's not. And then it sounds like he's like puking, it sounds like he's crying, and there's like all of this banging around. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I called Santa Cruz PD, and and I saw the blue lights go by, but they didn't stop. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But like I said, three people stop and kind of look and are like, what? Looking afterwards. So I don't know. I'm gonna go in there and fucking find today. We'll see. Some fucking human mess. Oh, it's all foggy out there. My hip hurts. Yeah. Mm. It's all foggy and my hip hurts. Oh. Oh, yesterday I was thinking about Sinead O'Connor and her album Are You Not My Girl? She's got this song on there. Not all the songs are covers. There's or are they all covers? I don't remember. Anyway, like the title track isn't really the title track. There's a line from a song that's the title. There's a line from one track that's a title for the album, Am I Not Your Girl? And the song is Success has made a failure of our home. Success, and then in parentheses, has made a failure of our home. It's a really moving song. And her performance of it, like, I don't know, her countenance when she delivered was really, really striking. Um, oh. We used to go out walking hand in hand. You told me all the big things you had planned. It wasn't long till all your dreams came true. Success put me in second place with you. You have no time to love me anymore, since fame and fortune knocked upon our door. And I spend all my evenings all alone. Success has made a failure of our home. The song's really moving. And her delivery was always just like a knife. She really was. Like her performance was she was like a knife when she performed. I never got to see her live. Never did. She's somebody I would have liked to have seen live. Yeah. She's somebody I would have liked to have seen. Yeah. She was so abused. She really, 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 really was. Totally, totally, totally abused. She was abused by the media. She was abused by fans. She was abused by the industry. Oh my God. Yeah. She was abused by the Vatican. Mm-hmm. She was. That was the other thing that was so if you buy that album, she has a tirade against the Pope on that album. And it was a big deal. I never changed. I'm still the same. I never changed. Stop what you're saying. You're killing me. Am I not your girl? Am I not your girl? Am I not your girl? Yeah, seriously. Hmm. Her duet with Willie Nelson was really, really amazing. Really, really amazing. We saw him live, and I don't know. I had mixed feelings about that. Like I'm glad I saw him. Say I saw Willie, right? But can't say the performance was anything that was like it wasn't high energy or anything. I think it was a performance that would have been better in a smaller venue because he had a really pared down. It was like they were like a three piece. They were like a three-piece, and that was like it. And the venue seated like a couple thousand, right? That would have been a performance that would have been much better suited to St. Andrew's Hall back in the day, right? But what was it? Did we see it at the Fox? You see him at the Fox in Oakland? I don't know. The energy just didn't quite fill the space. I mean, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad I saw him, but um, there was something missing from that performance, and I'm not sure what it was. Oh, and then the Masonic Hall in Oakland, we saw the big Masonic Hall, Masonic Theater. We saw Krishna Das. That was good. Giant kirtan show. That was so much fun. That was so good. Oh my God. Deep, rumbly bass of a voice, his voice. There are some things. Yeah. Yes, God is real. Real in my soul. Yes, God is real. Yeah. That was good. It was a good show. Krishna Das. Yeah. I'd like to see Tanara one. I would. What's that song? I watched it. I watched a clip of it last night. It's a really, really beautiful song. I love the poetry. Their lyrics are really good when they're translated. What's it called? Ishwayate. Is that what the song's called? Anyway, about a guy in prison who's recollecting a woman he bought a cup of tea from. Yeah. He's talking. I mean, the song's about if I ever, he says there's lines, if I ever get out of this cell, and then he reminisces about the cup of tea with this woman, scorched his heart first. Seeing her scorched his heart first. And a really beautiful poem, really, really beautiful poem, and the song's really, really lovely. It has this really nice rhythm, rolling kind of riding along rhythm. Reminds me of the time I rode a camel. Yep. I rode a camel at the circus. Rode an elephant at the circus too. Poor elephant. I was skinny then. I was skinny. So, I mean, it was more than skinny. I was like 84 pounds. I was like sixth grade. 84 pounds, and 14 pounds of it were my tits. That was so hard. In fifth, sixth grade, I was younger than all those girls. I was 9 years old. I was 9 years old in fifth grade. I was a year younger than everyone. And I had giant tits. I had C-cup tits in fifth grade, and I was 9 years old. It was awful. It was awful. It was. It was awful. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't want to start any blasphemous rumors, but I think that God has a sick sense of humor, and when I die, I expect to find him laughing. Yeah, totally. Totally. Totally expect to find God laughing when I die. Dumb fucking bitch, rot in hell. That's what I expect. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Anyway, I hope to get some writing done today. I'd like to move on to the next chapter, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time today to actually sit and do that. Any writing that I do today is probably going to be the article because I usually do that after I do an interview. I like to write almost immediately after if I can. Um, it depends. Like if there have been a couple pieces that I've written where I did interviews and I just had to sit on it for a while because I was like, ugh, something was irking me and I didn't want to write from a. I don't like writing from a place of judgment. Like if I'm feeling judgy, I don't like to write from that place. I like to sleep on it. Right? Yeah. But that's not what this is. So, like the type of article, the type of review I'm doing today, I'm gonna want to write that immediately afterwards. Get that done. Yeah. Yeah. Once that's done, the December issue will be almost complete. Almost. We'll see. We will see, won't we? I don't know. It'd be nice to get some advertising, huh? It would be. It would be really nice. It'd be really nice if somebody wants some advertising. Hmm? Instead of just, people copying themes of my issues and my articles, because I've noticed that. Because there's a couple of media outlets that um open my e-newsletter and stuff, and I know that they look at my I know they look. There's a couple papers and locally. I mean, people read my stuff. It's like, and then I see in these local outlets, I see, oh, look at that. That's a very similar themed article to what I wrote. Mm, whatever. Mm. Something over on my windowsill over here. I don't know what it is. Oh no, it's a knock. No. Anyway, knock. No. On the windowsill. Russian class in high school. Где мне сигареты? На окно. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're in my purse. Yeah. Yeah, there for a while in high school, I smoked Sobranis. Mm. The black ones with the gold filters. I'm sure you can't get those anywhere right now. I'm sure you cannot. Mm. Yeah. I'd really like to start that painting before I am too far out of the groove of that series. Yeah. I'm starting to feel disconnected from it, and that sucks. It'll be interesting to see how that affects the outcome of the painting when I do finish it. Because I'm going to finish it. That series, I have to have at least two paintings in that series, right? In that finished series, I have all the studies. I need to have at least two paintings come out of that. I cannot accept having just one after all that, after all those studies, all the bullshit I went through, those fucking studies. Yeah. No, I was thinking on yesterday on that band I was in, music with some of the music we played. I mean, there were the original songs that I wrote. There were a bunch of those, and then the covers that we did. We did. I always liked doing Silver Wings. I did. I always liked doing Silver Wings. Silver wings shining in the sunlight, roaring engines headed somewhere in flight, taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight. Don't leave me, I cry. Don't take that airplane ride, but you locked me out of your mind. Left me standing here behind. Silver wings shining in the sunlight. Roaring engines heard somewhere in flight, taking you away, leaving me lonely. Silver wings slowly fading out of sight, slowly fading out of sight. Slowly fading out of sight. Yeah, such a nice song. Merle Haggard. Good old Merle. Good old Merle with his crusty beard. Rest in peace, Merle. Rest in peace. Rest in peace with your boots and your Stetson. Your big old buckle. Oh, yeah. Your poor old heartsick me. Oh my god. Cheesy fucking song. Poor old heartsick me, twice as lonely as a girl ought to be. What will the future be for poor old heartsick me? I thought that I was immune from that big yellow moon and its magic that all lovers know. In the moonlight it's hard to keep a heart on guard against love that's waiting to grow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. We did Patsy Cline too. We did Walking After Midnight. I go a walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And when the night gets gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I'm always walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me. Miss Patsy Cline. I was a little girl, and I'd get up in the morning to do my homework, because that's what I did. After I'd come home from school, I just wasn't in the mood anymore. And besides, there was stuff, chores and stuff at home and shit. And I'd get up like at like 4 in the morning. I'd take my homework and I'd go downstairs and turn on the TV. And if I got up earlier than 4, if I got up at 3, I could get the end of Elvira and Tales from the Crypt and see everything go off air. And then um, a couple then in Philly, it was Philly PBS. Then the Capitol building, picture of the Capitol building came up, and and the flag was waving over it. It was the same video clip every morning. It wasn't live. It was the same recorded video clip, with the flag over the Capitol building down in downtown Philly, and they'd play the national anthem, and then they play America the Beautiful, and then they'd have an infomercial for a box set, a box set of cassettes. You could order vinyl too. This was way before CDs, and you could order vinyl or the cassettes, and it was Johnny Cash and Patsy Cline. box set. Yeah. Love is a burning flame that leaves a fiery ring. I feel for you like a child. But the fire went wild. Oh my goodness. Who doesn't love a good song by VD? Who doesn't? Yeah. Yeah. So there was that commercial. And then there was a commercial for a box set of Elvis. And then after that, then the cartoons came on. And there was Chilly Willy and Chumley the Walrus and what was the dog that he was paired Chumley and it wasn't Huckleberry Hound. It was another blue dog. The dog was a detective. I can't remember. Anyway, and then there was Rocky and Bullwinkle, and Fat Albert came on. And then after Fat Albert, regular programming started. But I'd do my homework with the TV on. My spelling, my math, whatever I had to do. My spelling homework. Writing the words over and over and over. We'd have a spelling test every day. I sucked at spelling. I did. I still do. And that Patsy Cline Johnny Cash box set. A commercial every morning. They had video clips of Patsy Cline and her pencil skirts. And her weird hairdo. She used to wear this headband thing. She had this weird hairdo. Like, what is with that? She was real tall. Yeah. She was taller than some of the guys that she played with. She was a tall woman. She had big feet. And I always looked at her. I'm like, oh, those shoes. I'd be able to fit both of my feet in those shoes. Yeah, she was a tall woman. And then I used to wonder if she was related to Elvis because they both had kind of a similar crooked smile. Is she related to Elvis? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, Elvira. Oh, Elvira. Elvira on Tales from the Crypt. I liked Elvira a whole lot. I did. Like, oh, I want a chair like that. Now I got a skull. Is it coffee time?
It is coffee
Can I trade you?
Yes.
Is there a bruise on the back of my shoulder?
Where? Here?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it big?
No, it's faint.
Okay.
What did you do?
No, Margaret did that. You're working on my arm.
Wow.
It's going to come up. It's going to be a big one. I can feel it.
You get stuff ready for wood.
A wood's getting delivered today?
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
How many cords?
3 cords.
3 cords?
2 first, and then bring 1 more.
What's the first 2 cords are what?
It's all
eucalyptus. It's all eucalyptus. Mm-hmm. Oh, I hope that wasn't too expensive then.
No, it's pretty cheap.
Okay, it should have been. Brody, go.
I'm ready.
Close the door. I don't want him in here right now. Thank you. I'm happy to take the eucalyptus, but it better not be expensive. We're buying eucalyptus because there's a lot of it that needs to come down. They should be giving that shit away, is what they should be doing. Jeez. They should be paying people to take the eucalyptus. That's how I feel about the eucalyptus around here. Fucking eucalyptus. The idiots have brought it into this country to plant it.
Do you want a cherry thing toasted? For me?
No, I don't. Thank you for asking. You're going to have to take them out of the freezer because there were only 2 that I took out yesterday. Of the cherry ones, yeah. There were only 2 that I took out of the freezer yesterday. So there aren't any in the refrigerator. Any of them that are in the refrigerator are mushroom. But, I mean, you can take one out of the freezer and put it in there. It'll just take a little bit longer. Yeah. Of all those cherry cheesecake. They're not really cheesecake because I didn't put tons of sugar in them. Um, it's and I didn't whip the eggs, right? Like so, they're mascarpone and I mixed mascarpone and ricotta cheese. And what was it like at equal parts? It was equal amounts. It's like half mascarpone and half ricotta. And then I got a small jar of orange marmalade, and I mixed that through, and then I then 2 eggs. No, it wasn't even 2 eggs. I think it was just 1 egg that I put in it. Put in 1 egg, and then I added a little bit of vanilla. No, I didn't add vanilla. I added lemon extract, not vanilla, lemon extract, and then I chopped up dried cherries, and I mixed those through, and that was the filling. So when I mixed those up, then I put them into ice cube. No, I didn't put them in an ice cube tray. I put them in my muffin tin, and I froze them. I froze the filling, right? I froze them hard, and then I popped them out of the muffin tin, and then I wrapped those in the bread dough. Yeah, because the filling with the mascarpone, and then once I added the egg to the mascarpone, it got real runny. I don't know what it was about that, but like when I added the egg, the filling got real runny. I didn't want to be pouring wet filling into the bread. I needed to be able to pinch it shut. So I did, and it turned out real well. It turned out real well. So it's what he thought was in the fridge, but it's not. I only took 2 of those out of the freezer yesterday. Um, one for him and one for me, and I had mine and he had his. So I know that there aren't any more in the fridge right now. The ones that are in there are mushroom. So I took out 3 mushroom and 2 cherry cheesecake. hmm So yeah. Ooh, yeah, I got a bruise. Got a bruise. Can I see it? Can I see it? Oh, I can't tell. Got a bruise back there. Margaret worked on my arm. Worked on my arm. Almost like Rolfing. Almost like Rolfing. Mm, fucking A. Fucking A. Yeah. Got a taupe color. Last time it was more gray. The color was more gray. This time it's more taupe. It's taupey. Taupey taupey. Very popular color for everything in the 80s. Taupe and mauve. So mauve is a little more purpley than this. Yeah, everything was mauve. My Aunt Roseanne, she had this apartment. Everything was mauve. Yeah. Yeah. Her roommate, Donna. Like Aunt Roseanne, her waterbed. She had a big old waterbed. It was motion in the ocean. And her stinky feet. Oh my God, her feet reeked all the time. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they did. She had real stinky feet. Now I got coffee. These are my great grandma's. Yeah. There were 16 of them, but half of them broke. Half of them broke in the move out to California. Yeah, I was kind of bummed. I mean, and they were like shattered, broken, like beyond repair. Yeah. And they stole all that vinyl that my mom gave me, all those original Beatles albums and stuff. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. People have been stealing from me since forever. Just steal from Larissa. Just steal from her. Go ahead. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit if you steal from Larissa. Yeah. So there was somebody who commented on my video diary yesterday asking where you get my novels, and I answered honestly, in my magazine. because I don't belong to the right club. I said, I am a pro-choice conservative and nobody likes me, even if they like my work. People steal it all the time. I said, seen my stuff stolen on NBC a number of times. And they took everything, they took it down. They took down their comment and mine. YouTube did, off of my site. Yeah, I have. It was Conor McGregor had this commercial for Jameson, and it was scripted directly from a chapter of my book Passion's Torrent. hmm Like the second chapter, first or second chapter. They go in the bar and meet Toothless Gill. Yeah, Connor was all dressed in the three-piece brown suit and sitting in the chair and whiskey, and it was like totally like Toothless Gill. Totally took that directly from. And there's been other stuff. There's been other stuff I've written, and I've submitted my novels to different publishers, so they're out there, right? But I'm not, I don't munch rug. I don't. I'm not of the right oppressed minority or whatever it is that you need to get into that shit, right? I've had so much shit stolen. Where can we get your novels? Nowhere. I'm suppressed so that multimillionaires and billionaires can steal from me, right? And then YouTube can suppress that knowledge, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I cut off my tits and sewed on a dick, maybe I'd be able to get a book deal. I don't know. Not worth it. I don't know. Anyway. Anyway, I drink my coffee and get showered and get the hell out of here.